tip or advice for someone who's kind of posting, going through it, not getting any leads? So can you kind of combine those two and give kind of just some overall insight to somebody who's just kind of struggling?
So I think it's really important to understand who you're speaking to. So you need to clearly identify your audience. And the reason that I said that my strategy is shifting is because I've tried a lot of different things. I've tried a number of different things. And when I started my page, when I started my page, like I said, I was very focused on local people. It was only potential buyers and sellers. Those were the people that were a part of my avatar. So my strategy was more towards them. And now it has shifted. A lot of my following is real estate agents. And I will be honest, at first I was like, I do not want all these agents following me. Like, this does not make sense. I need them to not, because I didn't have the vision to understand what that would do for me. Right. Now, a bulk of my business still comes from Instagram, but it's from agent referrals from Instagram. So that's kind of where my shift is that, okay, maybe my audience is not who I wish it to be, but I need to realize who my audience actually is, and then provide that audience value. And my audience on different platforms is going to be different, and that's okay. So that's for me. Now, the person that is not getting traction, I think that number one, you need to identify, am I speaking to an audience? Who is my audience? Who is it that I'm speaking to? Am I solving a problem, or am I promoting myself? I feel like most people tend to view social media as a billboard. Look at me, look at me, look at me, call me, for sale, for rent, just closed, just sold, No one cares. Instead of looking at it as a billboard, we should be looking at it as a coffee table, as an opportunity to talk to people, to build a relationship, to have conversation. It's social media. It is an opportunity for us to make friends. I've always said I want to be known as my friend Chad that is a real estate agent, not that real estate agent guy on Instagram. That's very important to me. So I think we need to understand who our audience is. I think we need to be honest. Are we speaking to that audience? And then really speak in such a way that we're telling stories, that we're solving problems, be willing to shift strategy, but also understand too that this does not happen immediately. Yeah. So posting for a month is not enough. You may be posting 6 to 9 months before you get leads. It's also important that you give people opportunities to raise their hand. And what I mean by that is my very first 2 home buyers ever in my first listing all came from Instagram. Okay. And those first 2 buyers were people that responded to Instagram polls in my stories. So it is not a strategy that I would say post polls all the time, but it is a good opportunity that if you are talking about buying a home, say, hey, are you considering buying a home in the next 6 to 12 months? It's a good opportunity for people to say, well, yes. And then that to me, that's a green light to have a conversation. So identify your audience, see what is not working, and stop doing what's not working, but also be honest with yourself. Have you really done it enough? Have you been consistent? And then look at people not only in real estate. I think it's really important to look outside of real estate, see what sort of content performs, and then look at those strategies and try to replicate that in your own way and in your own voice. If all the other agents are doing it, it's too late. You need to do something different because it's just the trend is dead once all the agents are doing it. So we have to be willing to look at something new and try something new. You may feel silly, you may feel stupid, but try something different.
I'm just like, these are all the things I preach to my clients. I'm like, yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Simplifying Social Media. Let's stay connected on Instagram at Realtor Social Media Marketing. And if you're interested in working with me, head over to thesimpletouches.com and see all my social media marketing services for real estate agents. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.